What's up, my beautiful, diverse American people? It's me, George Delara, and I want to be your next president. I know, I know. Crazy and impossible. But crazy and impossible was a small group of men writing a Declaration of Independence against the biggest army in the world at the time, which was the British Army, and succeeding in creating a nation built on freedom and a nation that is under attack by ignorance and hatred, by morons who fell ass backwards into wealth and declared themselves geniuses. And you all believed it. So, we're going to do our best to end this golden age of ignorance and hatred and return our beautiful nation to the founding fathers' vision of a beacon of freedom and democracy for the entire world. Crazy and impossible, I know, it's crazy and impossible. But here we go. So they're gone. They're gone. The little beta boy speaker sent them home because they don't want to deal with having to vote about the appearing, reappearing, disappearing Epstein files and list. And let's deal with the obvious right now, so we can get that out of the way. They're right. They're right. There is no list. Okay? There is no nefarious little black book with phone numbers and details, or that list that was taken out of a laptop hidden somewhere. That doesn't exist. There is no list. Okay? What there are files. And in those files, our names, our addresses, our times, our flight logs, our guest books that these rich people have at their events, that everybody signs a guest book when they come in. That's the kind of list that is meant. So that there is no list, and stop the gaslighting, okay? We're smarter than that. And yesterday, the thug second in command of Justice, Department of Justice, Pam Bondi's boy, that was Orange Turd's lawyer, went in to see Ghislaine Maxwell behind closed doors, in private, only her attorneys, and I assure you that it went something like this. They made her an offer. They went and made her an offer and told her simply, this is the deal. Shut the fuck up. Clear the president of any wrongdoing. 100%. He was Mother Teresa. He was a counsel to Jeffrey Epstein. He was trying to get him to go off his bad ways. That's why he went there, to counsel him. That's what they're going to spend. They're going to spend something like this, all right? And you're going to get 100% pardon, a life of freedom and wealth. That's option one. Option two, which you're very welcome to do, is tell the truth and commit suicide. Pick. Miss Maxwell, we're being fair. You can tell the truth, commit suicide, or you can shut the fuck up, do what we tell you to do, and we're going to pardon you, and you're going to have wealth and freedom to live your life however you want. You make the decision. So that was the deal that pretty much happened yesterday. So don't think anything else is going to come out of that. And, props. I got to give props to South Park. Oh my God, if you guys haven't seen South Park, you have to see South Park. Hey baby, what's up? Joe Kim, what's up guys? I see you all. Joseph, Mary quickly, Ruben, thank you for coming on. Crazy and impossible. This is crazy and impossible that we the people take control of our country. Because as far as I know, it only says we the people. Doesn't say we the billionaires, doesn't say we the millionaires, doesn't say we the white people. It says we the people. And as long as it says we the people, it means all of us. It means all of us. And I want to be your next president. It's crazy and impossible. It's crazy and impossible. I'm not a billionaire. I'm not a millionaire. I'm not a politician. I'm not a lawyer. I'm a regular person just like you. Because that's what I think we need. So it doesn't have to be me. If you know someone, talk to them. Get them to come out and to speak. Because our next president needs to be someone directly out of we the people. All right. What's up, Edwin Rivera? I see you, my brother. Adela, what's up, baby? Thank you. Thank you for coming on and listening to me. We need a president that is directly out of we the people. No more billionaires. No more career politicians. No more lawyers. I don't even think it should be a lawyer. I think it needs to be one of us. Someone like a single mom who's raised 3 kids, 4 kids on her own, despite her idiot husband. And those kids thrive. That's leadership. A grandfather, a father, a grandmother, an aunt who works 2 jobs to help support her family and educate those people and give them the futures that this country promises. In that bay in New York with that giant statue welcoming people from all over the world. Because we are the melting pot of the world. Victor Fugate, what's up, my brother? I see you guys. JJ, thank you for joining. Sean, what's up, my brother? This is who we are. The melting pot of America. We the people. We come in every color. White, black, Latino, Native, European, Asian, African, Eastern European, Western European, Mediterranean, Iberian, Caribbean. We are America. We are the American people. And South Park hit it out of the park yesterday, guys. South Park, if you haven't seen it, you gotta watch it. You gotta watch it. They went hard in one of my points that I actually got banned from Facebook for a while because I responded to one of these beta boy bitches in a childish response in which I mentioned white beta boys, the little micro affliction that everybody knows they have. And why South Park went nuclear on it yesterday. So again, I'm not going to spoil it for you, but you guys got to watch it. Just outstanding. Chef kiss to the writers of South Park. It's crazy. It's crazy, because even the little things that you think are, oh, wow, this is great, like Coca-Cola. Of course Coca-Cola tastes better with natural sugar, with cane sugar. Of course. We all know that. The change was never about taste. It was about money. And it was a lot cheaper to put fructose, high fructose corn syrup into Coca-Cola. Barely affected the flavor. And save a ton of money and make a lot more profit. So the change to sugar is a no-brainer that it's going to taste better. But the motivation behind it is what media, is not going to talk about and what it really is behind it. Because the sugar was taken out of Coca-Cola because that refinery or that provider was banned in the United States because of slave labor. And guess who that guy is? Guess who owns that company? He's a neighbor of Mar-a-Lago. He's a neighbor. So, like with everything, there's a transactional bribery, for lack of a better expression, a payoff of everything that happens because it is a criminal syndicate regime. There's no question. Every action, we see it. Paperclip, what's up? What's up, Paperclip? I like that. I like that name. Because we got to paperclip every one of these messages and every one of these creators out there, like Petty Betty, Christina Talks Tea, Jeremy. These are people who are patriots, who've got nothing to gain other than expressing their love for this country and their patriotism. They're not rich. They're not millionaires. They're not billionaires. They're regular people like you, like me. And that's why our next president needs to be somebody like you, like me. A regular, middle-of-the-road American. Not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican. I'm an American. And instead of leading through ignorance and hatred, I plan to lead through intelligence and love. All right? So, even the motivation behind making Coca-Cola taste better, there's a nefarious, a dark connection to it. I know about Ethereum. I know you guys heard about that. Is this whole digital currency, cryptocurrency crap that, the coin, the stable coin and all this stuff that's going on. Basically, they're out to replace the dollar, the Genius Act. There's nothing genius about it. It's bad. Okay, so guys, do your homework. Don't fall asleep. Wake up. Listen to what's happening today. There was an executive order that you guys need to pay more attention to, which is titled the Ending Crime and Disorder Act, which basically is an attack on homelessness. It's an attack on pretty much anyone who takes any kind of mental health medication. This bill, literally, they can lock you up if they don't like you. All they need to say is that you can't take care of yourself. We're doing it for your own good because you can't take care of yourself. We're going to institutionalize you. Alligator Alcatraz has some room. This is what we're dealing with, folks. Ignorance and hatred for fellow human beings. That ain't right. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. And this whole thing about presidents suing media. And here's what gets me. If the president can sue the media because he didn't like something they say, why is the media not suing right back? Because they don't like what he said. I don't understand. Why are they paying a criminal and canceling shows? Now they want to cancel. Now he wants Jimmy Kimmel canceled because they don't like talent. That's why our next president has to be talent. Talent. No more billionaires. No more fall ass backwards into wealth and call themselves geniuses running our country. We see what they do. They lead through ignorance and hatred. They're beta boy bitches. They're barking chihuahuas. Barking chihuahuas, that's it. They're little white barking chihuahuas.
I don't like you. I don't like Latinos. I don't like brown people. Get them out of the country. They're criminals. They're rapists.
Cowards. Cowards is all they are. All right, because listen, I remember the melting pot, every neighborhood, every community. You'd smell the different foods, you'd hear the different music, you'd see the different languages and signs. It was beautiful. It was a melting pot. Everybody fighting and pulling under one flag. 50 stars, one nation, and a tapestry of diverse American beauty holding it up. That's who we are. That's who we are. That's America. So we need to end this golden age of ignorance and hatred by electing talent, electing talented people, like the people who wrote the Declaration of Independence. An inventor, an artist, writer, a cobbler, a shoemaker. Regular people. Regular people who said, King George ain't right. This motherfucker ain't right. And we deserve better. And that's where we are right now. That's where we are. They're in the final stages. They're in the final stages. The next step, I told you what's going to happen with Ghislaine Maxwell, this meeting, and she's going to get pardoned, and she's going to come out and say that absolutely not, that Trump was like the Mother Teresa going, hey, what's up, Ghost Rider? Welcome back, brother. James McClellan, thank you guys. And Zida, I hope I said that right. Ziza. And Anat Ziza, welcome. Love you all. I love every single one of you. All right? So, we need a plan. You know, Petty Betty said it best. She said that we got to get through this. We got to get through this. All right? We got to get through this. And we have. Our nation has gotten through terrorist attacks. We've gotten through idiots in the White House before. This is different because this is a fascist, beta boy bitch driven cowardness. Because that's all it is.
I'm afraid. I'm afraid of the brown people. I'm afraid of the black people. I'm afraid of the gay people. I'm afraid of the Middle Eastern people. They don't look like me. They don't talk like me. I don't understand when they speak another language that I don't understand because I don't understand when they say different things that I don't understand. And it makes me angry.
And I'm sorry. I know I pissed them off. I see the remarks when I do that, and not you guys. I see you guys. You guys are beautiful. But I'll get the little beta boy bitch responses and the little they think they're smart and they think they're witty, but they're just beta boy bitches. They read at a 3rd, 4th grade level, at best. Some not at all. And we know. And that's why I love you. It's like a little dog. You can't be angry at a little dog. They don't know any better. They've been weaponized against themselves. Decades upon decades of relentless GOP attacks on the education system. That's why they want to destroy the Department of Education. They don't want educated people. Maximilian Robespierre said the key to freedom is education. And the key to tyranny is ignorance. They don't want talented people. They don't want comedians and artists and musicians and talent leading our nation. They want beta boy bitches telling you, a free American, how to live your life. So I still remember the day when Americans didn't give a shit what people did behind closed doors. 2 men lived together, they confirmed bachelors. 2 women lived together, they're sisters. Nobody gave a shit. Then, something horrible happened. We were attacked. We were attacked. September 11th, we were attacked. It was an awful, awful day that I remember like if it were yesterday, because my idyllic memory doesn't forget. We were attacked. And from that fear, because I can't call it anything else, we were terrified that we had been attacked. We couldn't imagine that, all right? But out of that came that see something, say something, and it worked. It caught a lot of the terrorists, it got a lot of the bad guys, and it kind of helped restore our safety. But that fear was gold. They saw that fear was gold. And they began to weaponize it. They began to fester that fear. Be careful of this one. Be careful of that one. Be careful of this one. So then it wasn't just what's your neighbor doing in his garage, see something, say something. It's what is your neighbor doing in his bedroom. It's what is in your neighbor's pants. And that's, I've said it falls under the none ya category. Ain't none your damn business what a free American does behind closed doors. And no religion has the right to tell you what to do behind those closed doors, or not to do behind those closed doors. Because the founding fathers went out of their way to create a nation that was not a Christian nation. They did not want a Christian nation. They did not want a religious nation of any type. Says it, freedom of religion. So it was not a Christian nation. In fact, they went out of their way. The Constitution, these writers, these deliberate, detailed men, writers, in a time where not everybody wrote, not everybody could read. So every word had significance. Every word was important. That's why those "we the people" were written bigger than all the other words. It wasn't a sentence starter. It wasn't to make the document look pretty. It was because they knew that the power and strength of their nation was in "we the people." And that other little word that I love so much, that they want you to ignore. And again, detailed, deliberate writers, if they wanted a Christian nation, they would have named their new nation the Christian States of America, or the Protestant States of America, or the Baptist States of America, or God's States of America. If those were their intentions. If those were their intentions, they were not. If they wanted a white nation, they would have named it the White States of America. The Anglo-Saxon States of America. If those were their intentions. They weren't. If they wanted each state to do their own thing and to have their own laws and to have a hodgepodge of mismatched, random, mumbo-jumbo laws, each state doing their own thing, they would have named their nation the individual states of America, or the separate states of America, or the random states, or the individual, or separate, disparate. There's a million other words they could have used if those were their intentions, but they weren't. They weren't. They called their nation the United States of America because that was their vision. A united nation of freedom and democracy, a shining light to the entire world. And we got to make sure that their vision gets completed. 250 years of the greatest democracy the world has ever known is now under attack by a little group of beta boy bitches
who are afraid. We're afraid. We're afraid. If the field is getting too level, we need to destroy everybody so that we feel superior. Because we're beta boy bitches. We're just a bunch of little barky chihuahuas
who want to destroy that vision of the founding fathers and impose a Fidel Castro, Vladimir Putin, techno-religious mumbo-jumbo autocratic dictatorship that ends American freedom and democracy. And we can't have it. It's up to us. Charles Roberts, thank you, buddy. I see you. Charlie Thomas, welcome, my brothers. Eleanor Clemens, beautiful. I love you all. I love you guys. I love every single one of you. Our beautiful, diverse American melting pot that comes in every color, every nationality, every religion. That's who we are. That's what makes us great. That is the power and strength that they fear so much. Like I said in previous videos, my solution to immigration is very different than what they're doing. Instead of terrorizing and attacking and making universities cower to religious mumbo jumbo and do things that are un-American to begin with, dictatorial to stress, and they're bowing to these cowards and beta boy bitches so that they can get their funding to do research to save children with cancer. That's what they're having to do, because something odd happened on election day. I'm gonna leave it there for now. Rockland County, New York, North Carolina. Something happened. So we need to change course. We need a president that comes directly out of we the people, because I don't think anybody that is in Washington right now can objectively do the changes that we need. And the changes we need are immigration. Instead of threatening the colleges, what if we tell the colleges, hey, Harvard, Yale, Princeton, Columbia, I need you to build training and education centers at the border. So when these people come, we can provide at least 6 months of housing, training, and education. And after those 6 months, we've already vetted them. So we know who's good, who's bad, who can be trained, and who cannot. And now we're in a position to better decide intelligently and humanely how we help these people, not treat them like criminals for wanting a better life. Doesn't that make more sense? To build workforces and train people and send them back to their countries trained and educated in the very things that they need. Because we'll talk to the countries. We're going to find out what they need. There's an entire world out there that needs dedicated, trained workforces. So why aren't we training and empowering them rather than putting them in prisons so that they can become slave labor, which is what all these prisons, these privatized prisons are about. These billionaires are doing this to put people in jails to create slave labor. Don't be fooled, okay? Think of the bill that just got passed that ends the 1936 labor laws. 1936. For worker protections, those are now gone. That means that great law that they signed with no tax on overtime means you'll never see overtime again. Because you're going to be a 1099 worker. Those tips that you're not going to pay tax on, you're never going to see a cash tip again. Because they have to be documented, they have to be recorded, they have to be itemized and capped at $25,000. So don't think you're going to make $100,000 and not pay tax on it. Just $25,000, just above poverty. They're not going to tax you on. So you see that again, it's a scam. It's a scam against you. That's why when I am your president, I'm going to lead with intelligence and love. The point is to empower the American people. The point is to empower immigrants that come into this country so that we can either put them into our workforce or we can send them as trained workforce throughout the world who will pay for trained workforces. But they don't want to do that. They don't want to pay people. They don't want to empower people. They want slaves. America doesn't want a president to make your life better. America wants a president to make the life of others worse. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. Because what has it gotten you? What benefit do you have now, 6 months in? What is better for you? Your food is costing more. You're getting less of it. In the Midwest, there are supermarkets with empty shelves already. There are cattlemen who are selling their steer and their animals for more than they ever have. But they're selling way less. And at the rate they're going, they're not going to be able to keep their farms. Because when they reduce their stock, their inventory of animals, that's money out of their pockets. That means that they can't generate the income to pay for the land. So American farmers are going to start losing their farms. And it's okay. It's okay. Because J.D. Vance has a brokerage firm specifically designed to buy those farms and sell them to rich white Australians who are they're losing their lands. They're losing their farms. And I don't know if you guys saw the little beta boy leader standing, groveling, saying that they deserve a cost of living increase because they only make $174,000 a year. And they are forced to keep 2 homes, one in their home state and one in D.C. Well, you know what? They can stay in hotel rooms in D.C. They don't need to keep a second home in D.C. They don't need a second home. So when I'm president, a lot of that is going to change. They're going to have to pay for their own health insurance because the American people are not going to continue to pay for them to have the best health insurance in the world while your mom and your grandma can't afford to get the medicine they need. We're not going to do that anymore. We're not going to do that anymore. It hasn't worked. So we're going to bring in talent. And they're talented leaders in both parties. It's not like it's only on one party. In both parties. I said, I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican. I'm an American. And the goal is to build the best team for you. Not for me. For you. To do your job. To do the work of the American people. To empower you. I know they've said China's terrible. China is the big bad. China, the communist. Let me tell you something. People in China buy their home, and when they finish paying for their house, they don't pay any property tax on their house. They own it. They work for it. It's their money. It's their house. Schools are all even. Education is in every school. Not just the ones in the higher tax brackets, because the higher homes pay more tax, so those schools get more money. And the low income areas pay lower tax, so those schools don't get any money. Doesn't work that way. Doesn't work that way, because you've been weaponized. You've been indoctrinated to think those two scary words, socialism and communism. Wow. We live in societies. We live in communities. So community and societies require social programs. Require community programs. So while you were terrified of socialism and communism, capitalism stole your pension, sent your jobs overseas, destroyed your ability to own a home, made everything unaffordable, leaving you with only xenophobia, ignorance, hatred, and your guns. But I'm an American. Those are American things I got. Because you've been weaponized against yourselves. So we're going to fix that. I love you guys. I love you. And it's like that, like I said, like that poor animal that's been mistreated. Hawaiian Punch, what's up? I love that. I love that. I loved Hawaiian Punch growing up. Thank you. Thank you for coming in. Daniel Pond, thank you guys. I love you. See love. See, it's in her name. Love. Love. That's what we need. We need a president that's going to lead through love. That's going to lead through intelligence. That's going to surround himself with intelligence, with leaders, with progress. Not with beta boy bitches who are afraid of everyone and want to see only people who talk like me and look like me, because I don't like them brown people. I don't like they talk different languages. They're beta boy bitches. Barky little chihuahuas. That's what they do. So we're going to put an end to that. We're going to put an end to that. We're going to train you, we're going to educate you, and we're going to empower you. And we're going to return our nation to the beacon of freedom and democracy that the founding fathers envisioned. I mean, listen, they couldn't say we're like thinking of the future, because they would have been hung up and fried as witches, right? So they couldn't even mention the word future, the words progress. They couldn't mention any of that. So they had to write things, vaguely, because they had to they knew they were creating a document that they wanted to grow with their nation. And that's what the Constitution is. It is a growing, living document. They weren't perfect. These weren't perfect men. They were slave owners. Like I said, if they wanted a white nation, they would have named their beautiful new country the White States of America, or the slave owner states of America, if that were their intentions. It wasn't. They wanted freedom. And they wanted a united nation against all foes, foreign and domestic, as we're witnessing right out of our most important house. So when I'm president, I'm going to change a few things. We're going to make sure that we, the people, are forever engraved as the true masters of our nation. Like Abraham Lincoln said, we, the people are the rightful masters of both. Without Dwayne, the people are the rightful masters of both the courts and the Congress. Not to overthrow the Constitution, but to overthrow the men who would pervert our Constitution. And ladies and gentlemen, we're seeing a daily perversion of our Constitution. Because the one flaw, the one mistake, the one thing that they, failed to really account for was the fact that they expected the office to always be held by good men. Good men. Good people. That was their vision. And that was their one bit of naive misstep in their Constitution. Because they expected men. And we don't have good people right now. These are the worst. These are the worst. Even the one at the top doesn't know that if his job is to protect the Constitution, he doesn't know. He lets the lawyers decide that. I got lawyers to tell me that. So basically, he's not making decisions. He's following because they're followers. There are no leaders. They're all followers. Beta boy bitch followers. So we're going to change that. We're going to bring leadership. We're going to bring talent. We're going to bring those very talented individuals that they fear. Those are the ones that are going to lead this country into the prosperity that it needs. Because prosperity is not about having money. He said the other day, we're taking in more money than we've ever taken. Yeah, we know, motherfuckers, coming out of our pockets. We know. I saw beef jerky for $8.99. Beef jerky for $8.99 at the supermarket. Little strip beef jerky. Lumbee Proud, what's up? Earl W. Love you guys. I love every single one of you. Welcome. Welcome to Crazy and Impossible. This is Crazy and Impossible. I'm George Delara, and I want to be your next president. Not a billionaire, not a millionaire, not a career politician. I'm a regular person. I'm an artist. I'm a designer. I'm a creative individual. I'm someone who has spent my entire life lifting myself up by my bootstraps, only to have them cut off every time I reached that level that I was going to take it to that next step. And I love you. I love our country. That's the only qualification. Doesn't say we the billionaires, doesn't say we the white people, doesn't say we the Christians, doesn't say we the landowners. It says we the people. And if you don't wake up, by the time we're said and through, because we got to get through this. There's no way. It's not going to stop overnight. There is no magic turn off pill. All right? We got to get through this. And the only way we can get through this is by the united American diversity, that beauty that they fear. That beautiful American diversity is what we need united. All right? And it's crazy and impossible to think that a regular American, that I'm just like you, I'm no different than you, I'm no smarter than you, I'm no smarter than anyone. I'm a regular, middle of the road, common sense American. That's it. That's all I've used. Common sense, love, and intelligence to lead our country. Because if you guys think about every problem the world has today, it's all about ignorance and hatred. That guy hates that guy, so I'm going to blow you up, I'm going to kill you, I'm going to destroy you, I'm going to take your land, I'm going to beat you, I'm going to hurt you, I'm going to kill you. Ignorance and hatred. There is no other explanation. Yeah, there's a bunch of, reasons, but they all come back to ignorance and hatred. So, we're going to end the golden age of ignorance and hatred that has been unleashed on us on a weird election day Because look, I mean, I was waiting. I was expecting at least a day for everything to go, everything to be tallied and double checked. But that same night, you wake up in the morning, oh, it's over. There he won. I said, what? Excuse me? Like, huh? So, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. We're in trouble, all right? So we need patriots. We need you, Haas, Philip Johnson. I see you guys. The American people, we the people, all right? Remember, and if you don't remember, look it up, read it. The Declaration of Independence was written by a small group of talented men who went up against the strongest army on the planet and succeeded to build the nation on freedom and democracy. That's all. And that's what we need to protect. That freedom, that democracy, that the founding fathers envisioned for their nation. To wrap up, guys, you gotta watch South Park. Oh my God, you gotta watch South Park. Look, admittedly, I'm not a South Park fan. I've seen it over the years. I love their work. I'm an artist. I'm an animator. I'm a creator. You know, I love what they do. I love it. Don't watch it all the time. I admit that. I'm not gonna say that I do, but this episode, this is what I mean about cojones. This is what I mean about cojones, and that's what's missing in Washington. There are no cojones. Again, always, nature has the best description. CD Lamb Productions, what's up? Welcome to the show. Welcome to Crazy and Impossible. The crazy and impossible a dream that I have, that I'm having, that I keep having, because it's like a recurring dream snippets, like all the art and all the stuff that you see when I do these talks. Everything behind me is my art. Most of it is based on dreams and things that are recurring visions that I have, recurring snippets of dreams that I have. And that's the one where I kept dreaming and that I was sitting in the Oval Office, sitting in the White House. And that's crazy. I've never wanted to be a president. I never wanted to be president of anything. But sometimes you're called. Sometimes you just feel something. And crazy and impossible is what America is. America is the place where crazy and impossible become realities. Crazy and impossible was putting a man on the moon. Crazy and impossible was a small group of talented individuals going up against the biggest army on the planet and succeeded. So don't tell me crazy and impossible is reason enough to give up. Because I see you. I see your responses. I see all the hearts. I see all the support. What's up, King Ice? What's up, Dave? What's up, Fluffy? What's up, my brother? Come on in, join the show. We need talent. That's what I'm talking about. Talent. We need leaders. Que puedan hablar en más de un idioma, because this freaks them out. Cuando yo cambio de idioma, I mean, the beta boys lose their minds because puedo cambiar entre idioma, and I don't even know what language estoy hablando. And in my brain se cambia, and there is no gap, no in between. No tengo que pensar lo que voy a decir in one language or the other. It all comes out naturally, generically, because of my intelligence. Our intelligence, our diversity. Because every ecosystem, be it a stream, a river, a forest, an ocean, the more diverse, the healthier it is. Humanity is no different. All of this DEI bullshit is beta boy bitch. That's what they should call it. Not DEI. Call it what it is. Call it beta boy bitch cowardness. All right? Raised in the greatest country, the greatest democracy the world has ever seen. And you are worried that someone comes from a third world country to take your job? My brother, it's not on them. It's not on them, it's on you. You're a fucking moron. You're a fucking moron. And that's, and I give this example. I know I've said it before, but I've seen it. Latino family moves in next door in a trailer, next door, in a single wide trailer, next door to a white family that's been there for 10 years. In 2 years, that Latino family is out of the trailer, made a down payment on a house. In 5 years, they're running their business. And in 10 years, they're buying a bigger house, traveling the world, doing whatever they want. Meanwhile, that white family is still in the trailer, smoking meth, smoking Bud Light, smoking Marlboros, and sucking down Bud Light. And saying, why that Latino family, how come they driving a Mercedes-Benz? They gotta be selling drugs. Meanwhile, all the Latino family did was bust their ass. And I just say Latino family because that's the example that I've seen. It can be a Pakistani family. It can be a South American family. It can be a Eastern European family. It can be a Middle Eastern family. It can be an Indian family. It can be people from all over the world that come to our country with that same plan. They're not coming to take it from you. You fucking dumbass. They want to build their own. John Malavey, what's up? Lisa Marie, love you guys. Every one of you, bro. I love every one of you. I don't care where you came from. I don't care what color you are. I don't care how you got into the country. I care that you love this country. A tapestry of beautiful American diversity because everybody here has immigrant roots. Everybody. And brown people were on this continent, on this land, way before anyone white was. We the people. We the people. Crazy and impossible. I'm George Delata. I want to be your next president. I know. Crazy and impossible. A brown old man who's not a billionaire, not a millionaire, not a career politician. I've never been in politics at all. I've been a business owner. I've been an entrepreneur. I've been an artist whose work has gone all around the world. I've been able to publish my books. I've been able to accomplish whatever I've set out to do despite all the obstacles that I've had to face. Because growing up, I used to fight every day. Not that I wanted to, but I had to fight every day. And a lot of those people that I fought with ended up being my best friends, that are still my friends. Because love overcomes ignorance and hatred. Intelligence overcomes ignorance and hatred. Kathy Club, what's up, baby? A&G, playwright for life. That's what I'm talking about. That's talent. Those are the talent that you guys, that's the talent they fear. That's why they're going after the comedians. That's why they're going after the artists. That's why they're going after public television, the voice of the people. Because let me tell you, in a democracy, all voices need to be heard. In case you didn't know, the Communist Party has always had a party here in America. The Socialist Party has always had a party. The Libertarian Party has always existed. There's even a Satanic Party, I think, or whatever. There's multiple parties in America. That's America. That's democracy. All voices need to be heard. So if you're going out of your way to silence voices that you don't like, you're a dictator. God bless you. God bless the American people. We the people, baby. We the people. We the people. Okay. We the people. Are the rightful masters. God bless you guys. God bless the American people. My name is George DeLara, and I want to be your next president. I know it's crazy and impossible, but our next president needs to be someone out of We the People, someone directly out of We the People. Larry Marshall 14, Gary Parker, Casey Hammond, what's up? Robin, Not About a Blue. Casey Hammond, I see you guys. I love you guys. We are the talent that they fear. That's why they're going after the comedians. Now he wants Jimmy Kimmel to get fired. And it's up to you guys, bro. And I want to thank every one of you, bro, because I see you coming on my page. I see the explosion. I see we went like something over the past 3 days, because I thought it was a month. It was 3 days. Over 3 days, we had something like a 570-something percent increase in views from you sharing my voice, from you sharing this message that we the people are the rightful masters. Franklin Delano Roosevelt said, no Congress, no presidents, the voters are the government. We the people are the government. Not a president, not a Congress, not a council. The American voter. That's why they're after your votes. They're trying to make it impossible for you to vote in every state. And keep your ears open for Rockland County, New York. There's discrepancies in North Carolina. There's a bunch of states that still haven't, a bunch of counties that still haven't come out with the same discrepancy. Because let me tell you something. There is no way that a county that the Democratic governor won is not going to get one vote for the Democratic presidential candidate. It's impossible. It's a probability impossibility. Can't happen. Adrian Henry 13. Anthony Dunn, God bless you guys. I love you all. I love every single one of you. Because we the people are the rightful masters. It says we the people. That's it. And even though they weren't thinking about a lot of us when they said that, because of their brilliance, the way they wrote it does. It includes all of us. We the people are going to take our country back from these beta boy, bitch, cowards, traitors, racist morons aimed at ending 250 years of the greatest democracy the world has ever known. To impose a Fidel Castro, Putin, bullshit, autocratic, techno dictatorship. Because they're doing it, bro. All this techno bullshit that they're loading, all these Palantir, all this, what is the other one? Ethereum. Those are malevolent things, bro. Those are malevolent things in the wrong hands. And that was the fatal flaw that could end us. That the founding fathers assumed that only good people, good men, would be at the helm. What's up, Leonard Brown? God bless you guys. Rose Biscotto, baby. What's up? We the people. I love every single one of you. And it's up to us. This is our country. Okay, it's our country. Nobody has the right to tell you you don't belong just because you're brown, just because you have a different religion, just because you believe in a different God or a different prayer book. Bullshit. Bullshit. I remember the beautiful melting pot. I remember when we were proud. America was proud to say that we were the melting pot of the world because we had the most beautiful people on the planet. Talent that came out of our country because of that diversity is what has shaped the world today. Because I remember we used to say Japan, China, Asia can build anything better. But we create it. We design it. We invent it. The people who wrote the Declaration of Independence were talented people. They weren't politicians. They were an inventor, an artist, a writer, a cobbler, a shoemaker, regular people like you, like me. That's why we need a regular American to be our next president. And I hope that you hear my voice. I hope that you share my message. Chuck Smith, what's up? Leanne Troop, what's up, babe? Wayne, what's up, my brother? I love you guys. I love every one of you. And I see you. And thank you. Whether you're here for 5 minutes, for an hour, for a minute, I don't care. I don't care how you came into the country. I care that you love this country. We the people. God bless you guys.